Hello, sports fans. We are live. There's only two of us. There's maybe nobody here. There's nobody here, possibly. We have technical issues, all sorts of stuff. We're just putting it on the chats, the channels. Who we got here? Anybody? Hey, how's it going, America? We got one viewer, so it's official. It's just like an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. It only takes one viewer in order to make it something real. Welcome to Democrat Consultant. We're going to be going over some big news items today, including the fact that Dr. Abdul El Sayed is not a doctor. That is a very, very tricky construction, folks. So for anybody who's just joining us here, I'm the Democrat Consultant. I'm a centrist shill who, hello, Vellucci. Thank you so much for joining us. We have quite a program on the books for you tonight. We have a young Gen Z streamer who goes by the name of E-Money. He said that I am cooked when he DM'd my grandson, and I am ready to riz all of the Mallory McMorrow fans out there. I don't know what to expect. This kid is young. He's crazy. He's a little bit out of pocket. So we're going to bring him onto the stream here, and him and I are going to get into the news. And I might eat some halal, guys, because even though Zoran's only charging $10 for halal, I get it from a very special place that charges me $100. Here we go. The Gen Z Zoomer, Mr. E Money Bags.
What's up, Connie? How are we doing today? It's good to be on the stream.
It's good to have you. I love that background, baby.
Oh yeah, I had to come through with your girl. I'm sorry if it's a little choppy with the frame rate, but you got to do what you got to do with the tech I have at my disposal.
It's never choppy. It's never choppy. It's never choppy with Alyssa Slotkin, baby. It's just a little bit slotty. The slot machine. That's what I call her. You put some money in, and she just spits out 3 cherries, just like you like them.
There you go.
So,
I like the setup that you got going on behind you. It's been fun to see the evolution throughout the streams.
Well, thanks. I know that you're a first-time fan, long-time fan. Long-time fan, first-time caller. It's all good. I think that we got a lot of ground to cover. I'm not sure if you saw the recent polls with Abdul El Sayed. I have to log into my Twitter. I used to call him Dr. El Sayed, but because he was trying to erroneously conflate him to Che Guevara. But turns out he only got a Rhodes Scholarship at Oxford, and he went to Columbia Medical School, but he opted out of being a physician in order to be a public health official that would save people from medical debt. And it's
ridiculous.
Like, come on, bro. I mean, no one's falling for this anymore. You know what I mean? It's like So, I mean, what do you, as a young man, I saw some polling that said that Abdul El Sayed had 80% of the vote between 18 and 44-year-olds, which, I'm not really interested in people that are younger than the voting age, but because, as I also recently found out, Hassan Piker isn't a real doctor after marketing himself as Dr. Jihad for months now. That is disgraceful. Thank you for bringing this to our attention, Vellucci. We're going to be sure to keep that on the stream. Ethan, I do want to hear what your thoughts on this poll that I'm going to be pulling up here in just a moment.
No, I know what you're talking about. I mean, I want to know your thoughts on 2 of your main gals, Mallory McMorrow and Haley Stevens, just dropping like flies. I don't know if it's the propaganda, the Hassan Piker machine. I don't know if it's Dr. Abdul Sayed coming out as a Dr. Mario Smashman or whatever the hell the hit story was the other day. Like, I don't know what's going on, but there's something in the water in Michigan, and I don't think you like it, Connie.
I don't like it. I don't like it, especially because there are people in Michigan that are complaining about the water, which that DuPont Chemical is a dear friend of the Connie machine. There's a reason why DuPont Chemical always invites me to their company picnic, and it's just because I am not strict about what DuPont Chemical puts in the water. The Michigan Senate race is pretty disgraceful. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty disappointed with how everything has been conducted. I'm pretty disappointed that Abdul El Sayed feels emboldened to champion progressive causes at the expense of corporate donors. And I think Ethan E-Money, excuse me, I didn't mean to call you by your birth name.
Oh, you can dox me. Go for it.
No, it's fine. I think that right now, really, the voters of Michigan it's been a disservice to the voters of Michigan. I want everybody to know that we are doing our best right now to stem the tide of of anti-corporate donors. And it just seems like the American people have forgotten about what it really means to be a corporate shill. And
Amen to that.
That's why I got into this game, E-Money. I'm trying to come up with the best layout here. So if you're one of our guests today, bear with us. It's been a while since we've had
the good. I like that one right there.
You like that one right there?
Yeah,
I like that one right there too. We're clip farming. We're using
Oh, there's a real doctor, Dr. Alla Stanford, your shining star down in Pennsylvania.
Oh, I love her. She refuses to answer questions about, you like her too, right? She refuses to answer questions because of the corporate donors that give money to her campaign. That is kind of the dream. That's what we're looking for, right?
Did you see her incredible graphics that she posted a few weeks ago on her Twitter account that outlined her platform? I need to find a link to that. It was a very great visual aid. Hold up, let me find this.
Send that to the private chat because she is a centrist dynamo. She really is committed to nothing as long as unless she's making something off of it. She's great like that. I'm creating a new layout here. Sorry, everybody. This has been a very taxing couple of days. E-Money was nice enough to join us today on stream. There we go. I got the E-Money format now.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So we got 5 viewers in the chat. I love to see it. If you're here, make sure you say hello. And we're going to start diving into some news. I actually have the last time I was on stream, we had quite a news item, which is that the union man was being arrested during the Met Gala. We had some breaking news on that front. And it was crazy because he was being arrested just as Beyonce and Jay-Z were walking the red carpet, which was kind of disappointing. I think that his kind of advocacy work was distracting from the gowns, and it was very disappointing. If there's any news stories anybody wants us to cover, oh yeah, here we go. This is gonna hit. This is gonna for sure hit. We got this post here. It says that the next Team McMorrow post is gonna just be like circle Abdul Rahman Mohammed El Sayed. Yeah, that's not really a good look for the woke people that Mallory is trying to win over, but I assure you that she is desperate right now. She is flailing. She has the energy of a hall monitor who has not found anybody that is breaking the bathroom policy. So she is going to start writing some tickets that don't exist. Ethan, I want you to weigh in here while I set up my tripod.
Yeah, no worries at all. I think just speaking about this race as a whole, it really seemed like it was shifting after that clip of Mallory McMorrow just so graciously, bashfully prancing and bouncing throughout the Michigan Democratic Convention? I forget the name of it, but
the Michigan Democratic. She was a joyful warrior.
It was, and it seems like honestly that the radical left is trying to fight back against this joy that is trying to be spread by Mallory. And I think really what needs to happen for Mallory to seize this momentum back is to go a step above a marching band. And I've heard whispers that Rachel Platten is coming out of retirement in terms of being at political rallies, and that McMorrow might be performing a duet with her smash hit fight song that has not been used on a campaign, I believe.
This is my fight song.
There you go. There you go. We need real music back in politics. We need real joy back in politics, even if it's performative joy, because what's better joy than performative joy? And that's why Mallory McMorrow should be the next senator of Michigan.
How can it be performative joy if she's taking billions of money from billionaires? How can it be performative?
Yeah.
Keep going.
I mean, I think another thing we need to consider here too is that Mallory McMorrow, there's some rumors, there's some whispers that she is a hater of Detroit-style pizza, because there was a poll that came out this morning with crosstabs on a lot of localities and areas around Michigan, and McMorrow was sitting at 0% in the city of Detroit. I believe Haley Stevens was at 20-something, and Abdul El-Sayed was also at 20-something, but McMorrow was at 0. And I've heard through the grapevine that she actually is a fan of deep dish pizza, even though she's never lived in Chicago herself, specifically the frozen Uno pizzeria variety that you can find at most grocery stores. Not even the big whole pie. She likes the miniature deep dish. It's like a little mini casserole. And for me,
like that's the best kind of pizza in America.
Yeah.
That's a divorced dad pizza special. Sorry, everybody. I had to step away. E-Money is doing a hell of a job here, keeping you informed. E-Money, I think that we need to start with a little Michigan Senate drama recap. What do you think about that?
Oh, let's do it. Where should we begin?
Well, for folks who are just joining us, I'm gonna, I have this thing going on here where I'm streaming and then I'm recording, and I'm a dynamo. I got a lot of different things. I'm like a one-man band, I'm like Prince, except instead of instruments, I play progressive candidates off of each other in order to split the vote. So, for those of you who are just joining us, Abdul El-Sayed, big scandal came out. Turns out Abdul El-Sayed he's a Rhodes Scholar. Hello, Leo Woke. Thank you for the, what is that, Chance the Rapper smoking a cigarette.
I think that might be your favorite streamer, Hassan Piker. Actually.
I sure as hell hope not, because that son of a bitch is going to give me a heart attack. So Michigan Senate recap. Abdul El-Sayed, there was an article in Politico magazine that said that Abdul El-Sayed was not a doctor. Adam Wren, the big Adam Wren, my friend Adam Wren, when we see each other at cocktail parties, we always look at each other and we say, which billionaire's bidding are you doing? And then we look back at each other and we're like, hey, man, it's awesome.
That guy wrote the brilliant piece about Rahm Emanuel and his salad shaking technique, right?
Oh, God. Yeah, I know. It's so good because Adam Wren is like the, he's like the David Foster Wallace of sucking up to billionaires. And that's why I love this guy. I mean, I put a tweet up here about how the billionaire owner of Politico is actually threatening people that take the side against Bibi in the totally justifiable anti-Hamas position. Hang on a second. I think I responded to him out of solidarity for corporate shills. I'm just trying to find my reply. There was an article that was published by a leftist rag, no doubt funded by China, like TikTok. And it basically said that, the founder of Politico is doing the right thing. It was like supposed to be an insult. And basically the founder of Politico had said, if anybody speaks out against Bibi's country, that they will no longer have a job at Politico. And just like clockwork, here we are. Here we have it. There's no doubt that El-Sayed has top-notch medical credentials. Wait for it. He attended the University of Medical School. Hang on a second. Ended up receiving his medical degree from Columbia University College of Physicians and Surgeons. It sounds impressive. He has a doctorate in public health from Oxford University. Bill Clinton went there. I love that guy. And worked as an assistant professor of epidemiology at Columbia for a year before moving to Detroit to be executive director and health officer of the Detroit Health Department. He has earned the right to be called doctor twice over. El Sayed spokesperson Roxy Richard. Okay, so that's a bad quote. That does not make us look like we have succeeded. God damn it, Leo Woke. You're always coming at me with the Dr. Jihad to you, buddy. God damn it, Leo. No! Why do they always come at me with these little... You're supposed to be anti-Zoomer. You're supposed to be the anti-Zoomer patrol, E-Money.
Yeah. That's my fault right there. Leo, you got to leave our guy alone, all right? If you're going to come at anyone.
No, I love when Leo comes in.
Oh, you like... Leo. Pause.
But why is he so... Oh, Leo put a little chihuahua. That chihuahua is cute. You can keep it there. We'll keep it there. But the other two look too much... They were... He's funny, this Leo. Leo, you're saucy. You're kind of like
we should give him a $10 million contract to advise Charles Booker in the Kentucky Senate race, just to lose by 7 points. I think that sounds like a good use of money.
God damn it, man. You're like the Goodwill Hunting of my greatest victories. I billed like $9 million on that race, and we still lost to Mitch McConnell. That was great. Mitch gave me a big pat on the ass. He said, "Way to go, Connie. Way to keep it a bean." You know,
I'm pissed that our girl Amy McGrath didn't pull through in the primary this go round, because I think we could have fundraised a lot more money towards consultants who definitely need that. You know?
Yeah, no, I mean, people hate Mitch McConnell, and they are more than willing to pay us. So here we go. Mallory McMorrow. This was a fantastic clip for Mallory. She is such a dynamo, centrist dynamo, just like Alyssa Slotkin.
Out there, and it's our job to find. We need a problem solver. You know, I spent my career
in California.
That the solution is out there, and it's our job to find it. I was in.
Look. Abdul El Sayed may have been a professor, but if anybody here is dressed like one, it is Mallory McMorrow. Look at that elbow padding. If you want smart people, they got to wear the costume. And I mean, Mallory McMorrow is smart in a cunning, operative, corporate way. But I mean, if it makes you feel better, we don't have a professor who went to Oxford. We do have somebody who dresses like one with elbow pads. And a lot of the time, she likes to wear Patagonia quarter zips, which I really like because I'm a consultant. Shoulder pad makes the quarterback. You're goddamn right, Leo Woke. You're on one today. Where did we find you? Let's get you paid. So let's keep listening. She said, I was an industrial designer.
I worked alongside engineers to understand and develop and design and test and focus group cars and products in a way that I see that approach deeply missing from politics. We have too many lawyers in politics. I'm just going to say it. Almost half of the people in the U.S. Senate have a law degree. And
yeah, honestly, I agree with her. I think we need people to look at America more like the engineers and designers. Yes, that's exactly right, Vellucci. We just have to find the best way to tell everyone better things aren't possible and you will be happy without healthcare. And that's what Marilyn McMorrow strives at. As an industrial designer and engineer, she can tap into our base of corporate donors like Peter Thiel and Palantir. She can communicate with Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and explain to them that the cost of their donations in human life is not anything that they should possibly consider when they're trying to make decisions based around their public image, because they lack compassion, but what they lack in compassion, they make up for in shareholder value. E-Money, jump in. Tell me what you know.
I mean, one thing I think we need to touch on first is that, you know, we talk about less lawyers in politics. We need more CIA agents who have seen active duty in the Middle East in politics, you know, and there's one standing right behind me. I was pointing the wrong way. And I think in the terms of Mallory McMorrow, you know, I like calling her Senator In and Out. You know, she's from California, but at some point in her life, she realized that California is, you know, not good enough for her. You know, she is someone who deserves to operate in a state where there is nothing constraining her, where there is a platform to be seized, where there are people to be conned. And that's why she moved to Michigan. You know,
exactly.
Like In and Out moved their headquarters from California to Tennessee. because they knew it was too woke and they wanted to take advantage of an underserved market that had potential to seize economic gain from. And that's what I see in Mallory, and I think it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
I think you're right, man. God, that is... Somebody get this man a mic so that he can drop it on the floor, because I haven't seen anybody cut like that since I witnessed... I saw Mel Brooks when he was 27, 37, 47, 57, 67, 77, 87, 97, and 107. And every time he was like that. I've been seeing him once a decade with all sorts of people. You would not believe it. But yeah, no, E-Money. That's kind of why I love her old tweets too. You know, she really has that coastal elite mindset where she says, "I'm so glad I don't live in Michigan." What was it? Oh, it's days like this I miss California. That's what she said. There were several other tweets where she characterized her relationship with the state she's running for Senate as beneath her. And you know what? That's exactly the kind of signaling we like to see in the establishment, because you don't spend any time in your state. If, you know, you don't spend that much time in your state if you represent your state. You just kind of chill there when you're going to get reelected every 6 years. So, you know, if she wants to come hang out, that's cool with me. You know, she just got to drop in every once in a while and raise some campaign money and make sure she remembers the big cities. Here we go.
Lawyers are great. No offense to any of the lawyers who are listening, but you are trained to fight your case.
Sure. Prosecute your case.
Prosecute your case. Whether it's the right case or not almost doesn't matter. And for inventors and designers and engineers, your goal is to find the solution, whether it's your idea or not.
It's to find a solution for shareholders. That's your job. I mean, you're not actually, you're just there to make sure that the shareholder, it's safe enough for people to buy. And then that's why I love her.
I love that process. My proudest moment as a legislator is when I get to introduce things that are not my ideas that come.
Yeah, no, I think it's great when, hang on a second, not her ideas. 1 second.
Oh, hold on. We got Vellucci's dropping a truth bomb in the chat right now.
To all voters, especially independent voters.
Oh, cool. What did he say? Don't believe the polls that show Michiganders don't take too kindly to carpetbaggers. Those polls are entirely subsidized by China and likely Palestine. Vellucci, I could not have put it any better myself. How do you walk around with such big brass balls? I mean, you can't say that in leftist spaces, what you just said. You can't say it. It's not fair. You can't do it. You get canceled. But luckily at the Third Way, we subscribe to free political speech as long as it doesn't eat into the margins. Speaking of E-Money, I'm going to tell me what you eat. I'm gonna put this on mute and let you cook.
Oh, of course. Well, pardon me as I clear my throat, Chad. There's some discourse I've been seeing going around this week on Twitter regarding this Senate election and us here at Third Way that, you know, perhaps us here at Third Way made a misstep in our judgment and campaign strategy, specifically with Mallory, specifically with the decision to attack Hassan Piker, or Dr. Jihad, as those in the chat call him. And to that I say, this is not a battle. This is a war. And the election for this primary is not until August. All right. And even if you see our numbers go down lower, there is always an overarching grand plan. And there's nothing that you need to be worried about. I remember one time back in the early 2010s, the Green Bay Packers started off a rough season. I think they were like 1-5, and Aaron Rodgers said something in a post-game interview that stuck with me to this day, and that's the same mantra that I have about this current race with Mallory in free fall, and that is RELAX. Relax. Everything's going to be okay. All right. You know, if we're at 17 this week and we're at 12 next week and we're at 5 in 2 months, the day before the election, it's all right. We have all this money in our back pocket. We have dark money. We have APAC money. We have money coming from places that you've never even heard of. And, you know, they don't call us the Third Way because we come in third place. They call us the Third Way because there's no other way. There's not the first way. There's not the second way. There's only the third way. We're going to prevail.
Suck it, baby. DX. Now that is how you cut a freaking promo. I was eating, but he ate. I mean, come on. 4 + 4. 2
Hell
kids.
yeah.
8.
Hell yeah. Don't let Dr. Abdul El Sayed see what you're drinking, Connie. He might throw a hissy fit on Twitter.
Just because he helped 500 get rid of all that medical debt and worked in hospitals an entire life doesn't mean that he has. I mean, gosh, the nerve. You know, this is a great part of this speech, though. She says she likes to introduce legislation that she doesn't introduce. What is it?
You have a great idea. Bring it to me. I want to champion it. I want to test it, because the way we get out of this mess is not by relitigating the same stale ideas over and over and over again. It's doing something totally new.
Yeah, and for everybody out there who's saying, "What about Medicare for all?" Get the hell out of here. That is not a new idea. That may be a popular idea with independents and Republicans, but nobody wants Medicare for all. Nobody wants Medicare for all. The same reason why George Bush wanted privatized Social Security. That's the reason why Mallory McMorrow knows that Medicare for all is not the answer. And if your answer to that is that I am compromised by the corporate lobbyists that pay for my fleet of jet skis, then you are a liar. And I will see you in court.
Man, there's one person I always think of when it comes to the topic of Medicare for all, and that is Pete Buttigieg, who I think has the most spot on view. And that is that there should exist Medicare for all who wants it. Because you know why? Some people love their private insurance companies. All right. Us here at Third Way, we love them so much. Like, they give us so much money. We go into these senatorial elections, and damn it, we come close. We came within 12 points in 2020 of flipping South Carolina. Jamie Harrison was this close, this many hundreds of thousands of votes away from winning.
Inches from greatness. Inches.
Exactly. And I think Mallory's point about, you know, I always want someone to come to me with a great idea and then I'll propose it, et cetera, et cetera. I think that is an incredible point, because it just shows how amazingly performative she is. You know, for some context, there is a bill in the Michigan State Senate, I believe, that was proposed to ban surveillance pricing. Now, Mallory is, I believe, the Senate majority leader in the state legislature of Michigan. Yeah. And she came out with a video a few weeks ago talking about how when she's going to make it to Washington, she's going to propose a bill to ban surveillance pricing. And to me, it really strikes and really stands out that, you know, she's not doing that now. She's not taking someone else's lead. She's going to wait, because we need to be patient about these things. And, you know, when she says in these interviews, like, oh, I'll take any idea I can, you know, and it's very clear, maybe that's not always true. But this goes back to our point that we love these performative candidates. All right. Because if you can't perform when the lights are bright, what else are you going to be doing?
You see how we cook?
You got to learn the Gen Z way of applause. You take your two fingers like this and you clap them together. Yeah.
Minimalist. It's minimalist. I like that. I used to know. I knew Magritte. He was a minimalist. Well, he was a surrealist, but he didn't do very much. Jackson Pollock, on the other hand, that guy drank way too much, and my God, was he ass at interpersonal effectiveness.
I texted you the link, by the way, to the thread of Dr. Alla Stanford, if you want to check that out later.
Yeah. I'd love to. Thank you so much, E-Money. This is the kind of stuff that these are what dreams are made of.
Oh, yes. We need to go through this whole thing. This is like the perfect platform.
Okay. E-Money, take it away.
All right. Well, I mean, starting off, we have just an incredible color palette. I think the green and the pink really pair perfectly together. It's kind of given like a Cosmo and Wanda vibe. If you've ever watched The Fairly Odd Parents, you know,
it's the Odd Parents, Fairly Odd Parents. Why don't they take money from Raytheon?
Exactly.
Parents, Odd Parents. What's their position on APAC? All right, keep going.
All right. So if you don't mind, let's and there are 4 images each for each platform. Okay. So let's start off with the economy and technology. Now, Dr. Stanford keeps it very, very brief, not
Yeah.
a lot of reasoning, not a lot of data points in here. And I think that's what we need. We need a congressperson, a congresswoman who knows how to use Canva, but not that well. We need someone with a staff that, they can take some template images and maybe make the font a little bit bigger, but who needs all that pizzazz? Who needs results? Who needs information when we have green and pink? So she starts off with, technology is at an all-time high. Honestly, I did not realize this until I saw this graphic.
What does that even mean, man?
It's like, honestly, it's like a 400 IQ statement that I think takes a lot of meditation and ruminating on to really comprehend. And as you can see in the background, the symbolism is brilliant. We have the Liberty Bell, not just anything. We're in Philadelphia. We're in Pennsylvania. We got to represent, right? And I think Dr. Stanford is really just bringing out some artistic brilliance. So move along this platform if you don't mind. U.S. job growth is at an all-time low. It's at an all-time low. Do we need a citation for this? No. Do we need anything to go off of this? No. We just need to state this because that's all.
Ethan, I have to do a shout out to my favorite chatter. Chicago Bish says, nah. She's always here, and I love her. Chicago Bish say, nah. Always gets a pinned comment. What's up, Chicago Bish?
We got to get you a soundboard, Connie.
I know. I'm working on it. I'm gonna try and destroy Chris Rabb's future electoral prospects and see if Josh Shapiro won't buy me one. Keep cooking though, man. I just want to make sure that we showed love to Chicago Bish.
Oh yeah.
Tell me more about this U.S. job growth at an all-time low. Slide.
Well, it's just very, very to the point. If I lived in Pennsylvania, if I lived in the 3rd district, I don't need my candidate for Congress to go on for minutes at a rally telling me about all these specific platforms or policies they're going to adapt or enact. Like, I just want nonsensical one-off sentences like this. If someone got on the stage, that moment in Family Guy where Lois Griffin goes on stage and she says, 9/11 is bad. That's all I need. All right. And this is exactly what I'm talking about.
I know it's Alyssa Slotkin. So perfect. He just says, Alyssa Slotkin says, we need to be the get shit done party. And then doesn't talk about what shit she wants to get done because she knows if we do shit, we're going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
We're going to have problems if we get shit done, because if we get shit done, then that means that Daddy Bezos is not happy. So we have very, very broad statement here. We have technology is at an all-time high, which I don't know if she's talking about the index. I don't know if she's talking about our ability to use technology. And then she hits that next with U.S. job growth is at an all-time low.
Oh, yeah.
Ethan, I'm going to let you, I'm leading you to E-Money. I'm going to lead you to a crescendo here.
Woo.
All right, I'm teeing it up.
Get ready for it. 1,
2, 3, hit that shit.
Oh, through innovation, we must create sustainable jobs for everyday Americans.
Oh my God.
She said the I word. She said the word that everybody on LinkedIn knows how to say. Yes. That I've never been able to comprehend, but now I'm able to comprehend it.
I am blown the kids nowadays like the fa sound. That Hassan Piker character uses it often. Bellucci.
It's
that's Alex Jones. Alex Jones, right?
Sure. If that helps you sleep at night. I actually don't know where the sound comes from originally, but
I think it's an Alex Jones original. Oh shit, my camera's dead.
Oh no. There you go. You got it fixed.
I got it. Wow, this is the most since we don't have a soundboard, we're gonna as a middle-aged white guy who has incorporated woke into their online persona, let me tell you what. All right, Leo, woke, I'm waiting for your little punchline thing. Here we go. Oblivion just said, "Bah!" All right, thanks, Oblivion. We don't have a soundboard, but we will be your soundboard if you continue to give us sound. So, Ethan, she really ended it up on a strong note. Through innovation, we must create sustainable jobs for everyday Americans. Who can disagree with that?
Oh, no one. And honestly, I'll have to check out the whole thread. Now, let me scroll through it on my own screen real quick. Yeah, exactly. So She does a great job of combining two policies into one with this slide, because she doesn't touch on the environment or sustainability and the rest of this thread, but she doesn't need to, because we see right here through her wordplay, she is committed to sustainability. You know,
Yes.
she wants to make not just jobs sustainable, but the whole goddamn country. And I don't even need to see any writing or hear anything for that. I see this incredibly brilliant slide, and I just know that she's going to be the perfect congresswoman.
Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right, because she knows that she needs to sustain corporate profits, and she understands what most don't, which is that jazz is in the pauses. It's not what your favorite Democratic senator doesn't say. It's about, well, actually, it is about what they don't say, because it's in the pauses. But that's the thing. You hear it and you think, oh, well, you know, she wants sustainable jobs for everyday Americans. No, no, it's not about that. It's about keeping things interpretive. Politics is like art. You may look at a painting and think that's a piece of garbage, and somebody else may look at it and say, you know what? If I ship those jobs overseas and America has a lower carbon footprint, I've just created a sustainable job for an AI to replace that American. An AI doesn't drink water, so what do Americans need it for? Let's hit this next slide. I'm really loving this slideshow. Ethan, take away public safety and gun violence when you're ready.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for it. Hit me with that first slide.
Go for it.
All right. Well, number one, gun violence is a public health crisis. You know, not just crisis. It is a crises, plural. Is this grammatically correct? I don't give a shit. Why should my congresswoman have to know what grammar is? You know, they're just an everyday human like us. They make mistakes. They don't know how to be professional. It's all right. It's all right.
And I mean, that's what generative AI is for. That's what it's for. It's for making mistakes and blaming it on a machine. Of course, Chicago Bish says says sustain profits and you don't need facts or evidence.
You spitting.
Just keep telling me the things that we need to hear as a country. Gun violence is a public health crisis.
What else we got? All right. It's the leading cause of death of children age 1 to 19 years. Another little rough slide grammatically, but we're moving on.
Yep.
Stricter gun laws for the bad actors who continue to sell them.
Are we coming up on the finale?
Oh no, we got a few more sections here.
Well, oh my God, housing. Jesus, she really did a whole AI thing. This must have taken her 5-6 minutes to type in the prompt.
Oh man, yeah, she had the Gemini Pro subscription or something, and
I hope not, because that's all money. I am the Gemini Pro subscription. Here we go. Housing.
Ooh.
I was okay. Section 8 kid.
All right, good background info.
And in America, wealth is linked to home ownership. I know how important it is to have the infrastructure of a home.
Oh.
What the?
Oh, what a platform!
Wait,
what a platform! It was a cliffhanger. Genius.
Wait, no, that's amazing, because she didn't go into how private equity owns 1/3 of the private family homes in America. Because if she got into that and talked about how BlackRock is the one who's undermining the wealth of everyday Americans by measuring it by a home, then we would have gotten in a lot of trouble with our BlackRock donor. Yeah, Leo woke. You're right. Finally, you're contributing to this conversation in a positive, centrist way. Words. Brilliant. Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Medicare.
And I just need to butt in real quick and say I've been seeing Dr. Stanford catch a lot of flack on Twitter for, you know, canceling late or not showing up to certain candidate forums. Honestly, why the fuck does she need to, pardon my language, but why does she need to show up to a candidate forum when her entire platform is laid out so brilliantly on this Twitter thread? You know, just bring this Twitter thread and print it out and post it up on a chair next to the other candidates. That's all you need.
Seriously, I mean, this is 280 characters or less. She could just make this a tweet. Yeah. I mean, Americans want simple. This is simple. And it doesn't really have any instructions, which is what our donors love. So let's go through Medicare.
We got a new background, too. We have LOVE, love.
Yeah, because it's City of Brotherly Love.
There you go.
Oh, I support universal health care and Medicare for all. I'm taking 2 points off.
Ooh, man. Okay.
Let's see if there's a but in this sentence.
Man, well, at least she's a real doctor, I guess, but this seems like some woke nonsense. That comma or that period should be a comma, and there should be something else contradicting on the next slide. Okay. I don't know how I feel about this in terms of our views on private insurance. Oh. All right, we'll move on.
Immigration enforcement. ICE should be abolished. Okay, that
Ooh.
I don't like that. That she is
But it should be. Not it's going to be, it should be. You know, this could be a bait and switch. This could be some massive 300Q IQ play, you know, like we don't know for sure that she's calling for ICE to be abolished. We just know that she thinks it should be.
My question is she going to vote to thank ICE next year because of all of the flack that... Listen, Hakeem Jeffries is the Speaker of the House. Fantastic guy. And when Nita Alam was running against Valerie Foshee in North Carolina, 8th District, we split enough votes to the other progressive candidates so that we could kind of distract. But listen, if it wasn't for the 1.9 million with an M dollars that the Palantir lobbyist funneled through Hakeem Jeffries' super PAC or his PAC into Valerie Foshee's campaign coffers, we can't attack Nita Alam like we did in the run-up. So we can't abolish ICE because we cannot keep a stranglehold on the Democratic Party unless we continue to have a position for a place for Palantir in our coalition. And, you know, there are plenty of politicians. I mean, look, Raja Krishnamurthy, he didn't apologize about taking money from ICE, and he thanked ICE, and he lost to Juliana Stratton. But, you know, maybe
that election was rigged. That election was rigged, by the way.
Listen. We're not blue MAGA, but okay. ICE should be abolished. I'm hoping that she comes around on this. Vellucci just came in with a banger and said, absolutely, we in the consultant class believe homes are for-profit living. But Vellucci, do you just have like a book that the people can read or a website or something? Because my God,
this guy's one of a kind. This guy's one of a kind. Generational talent in the chat right here.
I mean, he's the next George Stephanopoulos. Oh, here we are. I know how she feels about AIPAC. She likes AIPAC. I mean, we like her.
Is she gonna tell the truth though? She might be trying to posture herself for some voters that might not be as educated. Let's see. Let's go through the slides.
I like how it's a lowercase I.
Yeah, I mean AI.
I have not. AIPAC.
I have not.
I have not what?
I don't know. Maybe it's a multi-slide payoff.
I will not. But she's taking $5.7 million from AIPAC.
Okay, she's taking the sneaky la, I can't hear you, you're wrong route. And honestly, that's kind of a good strategy. I mean,
that is a smart strategy because she refused to use the G word to characterize what was happening in Gaza, right?
Yeah. And I think, you know, you were talking about the race with Fouché, and I think Fouché did a brilliant job of funneling in that money from AIPAC, but it wasn't directly from AIPAC. And I think Dr. Stanford is kind of following that playbook.
Yeah, that's right. They do the fundraising emails where they recommend who to individually donate to, and then it comes in through as an Act Blue donation, but it's through an AIPAC. Yeah. Good point. All right. Oh my God, Vellucci. It's all off the dome. Years of seeing Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries, absolute inspirations, dynamos. Vellucci coming in. Chicago bitch says nah. Vellucci, Leo woke, and there's a fourth person out there. We know that you're out there. You are strong. You are silent. You are Dick Durbin. Because that's how Dick Durbin moves. Gangsters move in silence, and Dick Durbin does not talk a lot, and that's just how we like it. He's been in Congress for a long time. So she hasn't taken money out from AIPAC, but we know better. Oh, I love this framing. It was. I mean, it truly was. People say, well, how could it have been a war if it was just a bunch of innocent people? It's like, how do you know? They didn't let the journalists in. You don't know what it was. We can call it whatever we want to. By the way, we're pro journalism. Jake Tapper wore a pocket tie to the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And you know what that pocket tie said? Let me show you.
Let's see.
I don't know how to spell handkerchief anymore. Let's see here. There we go. Look at this protest.
Oh, man.
Jake brought this to the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and he was brave enough to keep it in his pocket.
Oh.
And look what this says. Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of the press, all caps, and it was in his pocket the whole time. And instead of boycotting the dinner, which a lot of woke, crazy people were hoping for, Jake said, you know what? I'm going to go hang out with my friends and my family. I'm going to do a protest that, I thought you said Chank Tapper. Oh, God damn it, Leo Woke. Leo Woke, you are my foil. God, you are like my Bernie Sanders. You are the Bernie Sanders to my Hillary. Speaking of which, we have a little treat for the chat. It's coming up. We're gonna be doing a little bit of a christening. Jake Tapper puts his thing in the pocket square to protest. He is a real journalist, even though there were no journalists allowed on the ground in Gaza, which has allowed us to shape the narrative of what actually happened or didn't happen there. And yeah, good journalists like Jank who hide behind their pocket squares in order to enjoy a damn good meal at the White House Correspondents' Dinner being hosted by fascists. That's a journalist for you.
I know that guy has fun going to brunch after the No Kings protest where he just shows up for 10 minutes and takes a selfie. You know, that's a real American patriot right there. And I think he's really showing us some effective ways of protesting and rebelling against this current regime. You know, you got to do stuff that isn't really going to have a material impact, be very vocal, and it's all just something you could just buy for $5.99 on Amazon. You know, he didn't write that himself. He had someone design that, probably in a factory mass produced. And that's how protesting should go. You know, everyone should just follow the lead of, their terrible overlords that aren't effective at organizing, because why protest if it's going to be effective?
Where do we find this kid? I mean, have you seen Moneyball? Have any of you seen Moneyball?
How about Limitless?
What's that?
How about Limitless?
No, Limitless is the drugs that I do with my friends after work. Me and Roger Stone get weird, okay? Me, Don Jr., Roger Stone, we all hang out. It's awesome. And Limitless is one way to put it. Moneyball is about a baseball team by Brad Pitt. The baseball team was created by Brad Pitt. He was too hot. He was too lonely. Angelina Jolie was leaving him. And Brad Pitt decided that, you know what? I'm sick of being hot. I want to make a baseball team out of all the bad players, but they're actually good players. And you know what, E-Money? Even though you are one of the least popular RAs at Georgetown right now, because people have called you, quote, a narc, a centrist, a corporate shill. You were where I needed you to be as a keyboard warrior, fighting for Andrew Cuomo against Zoran Mamdani, and for $100,000 a month, you were the one who was feeding my bot army of Cuomo bots against Zoran Mamdani.
Amen. And I just want to say, I was in New York City over the last week, and I went to my favorite halal cart and got a incredible, mixed platter over rice. And I just want to say, normally that joint was about $15 for the past few years. And this time around, it was $12. And it left me feeling disgusted, because that's extra money that could be going towards these small businesses that is being ripped away and being put into social services. Why are we funding libraries? Why are we fixing the deficit? This is radical bullshit.
Yeah,
going on.
It's communist Sharia. This
They're
is what
ruining-
Andrew Cuomo and Liz Smith, who is also part of
love her.
Liz Smith is part of Mallory McMorrow's smear machine. I mean, fact-finding operation. Yeah, no, I mean, I think that what the halal guys are doing is it's really despicable. I mean, we need to increase those margins so that when private equity buys all of those halal carts, we can maximize return for the shareholders.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Actually, gosh, E-Money, I would run a bot army with you any day of the week. And you can come on the stream. You have an open invitation. You have a key to the city and a key to my heart. Let's go to the war in Gaza. She's pretty cagey about it.
Grand finale. Okay.
Has she been in a court of law where he's been tried of war crimes? I don't think she's a lawyer. She's a doctor.
Yeah, she's a doctor, not a judge. I don't know how I feel about this rash judgment right here. You know, we're dealing in absolutes. What is she, a Sith Lord? Like, come on.
Yeah. Two-state solution.
Okay, that's a little better. That's a little better from Doc.
I mean, we've been putting it off for about 75 years. So, I mean, what's another 75 if it means that we continue to get an influx of, we need campaign donations.
Notice how she doesn't phrase it as it being necessary to happen right now. You know,
exactly.
Dr. Stanford is willing to keep kicking this down the river, whatever the fucking simile bullshit phrase is, metaphor. You know, we don't need it now. We just need it. When is that
actually,
going
it's not
to
a
happen?
metaphor. It's all of the land that Israel has. They haven't. I guess they have stolen it, but technically, we don't say that it's stolen. This is all off the record. So, but oh wait, are we being recorded? If anybody just clipped me admitting to what I just did not admit to, which is that the Israeli settlements that do not violate international law is stolen, that they're stealing land and violating international law. I did not say that off the record. I said that off the record. Forget what I just said. All of you. Do you have one of those machines for Men in Black? E-Money that reminds everybody that they have no memory?
Oh yeah, let me get my my phone flashlight out here.
Perfect. Everybody look at the phone flashlight.
Oh, it's not even showing up.
I didn't
crazy.
just accidentally admit that our ally was committing crimes against humanity. That didn't happen.
Working.
That didn't happen. That's not the official position of third way Democrats. Our official position is we have no position. Anyways, we need a two-state solution. This is nice. Okay. Put that off. We need to be investing in healthcare and schools, not bombs. This is the perfect kind of campaign platform we're looking for. Generic, empty promises, nothing specific. Absolutely nothing specific.
Nothing. And brilliant design, too. You know, absolutely groundbreaking. The color palette, the grammar, the simplicity. What else would you want? You know, like everyone talks about, oh, Zoran has great graphic design, great visual identity. Like, no, I want my politician to have some bullshit Cosmo and Wanda Canva design because honestly, it reminds me that the most effective politicians are the ones who have no idea what they're doing. No idea what they're doing.
Inshallah, they never find out either. That's a big inshallah on that one.
You want to see a little relic I have over here about our favorite guy, Zoran?
Yeah, I want to see it.
Pull this bad boy out. Man, it's reminding me of one of the saddest days in my life when I picked this up from a bodega. I'm going to show it off to the camera. This is the day after he won.
The Red Apple.
Cuomo. This is
there you have
right
it,
here,
folks. You could have listened to us. You could have had Dynamo Cuomo, but instead you chose the Sharia communist.
Man, we could have been digging deeper into that deficit. We could have been funding the police more. We could have been cutting libraries. We could have been, I honestly, it makes me upset that Zoran fought so hard to make these World Cup fan zones free. FIFA had this brilliant plan. FIFA, for context, they've never charged money for these World Cup fan zones that always happen in the host nation where there's giant viewing parties, music, whatever. This go round, they decided we're going to charge fans $15 to $20 each at all of the 5 different locations for these watch parties across the New York City, right? All the 5 boroughs. And this go round, Zoran said, you know what? I'm not taking this corporate greed. Maybe we'll slide you some money. Maybe we'll give you some more funding. Maybe I'll just argue it to hell. And he made them free. And honestly, I was looking forward to paying money because I want my money to go towards FIFA, which has become so incredibly corrupt in a good way.
It's amazing.
We are having incredible awards being given out, like a peace prize. Like, I've never heard about this before in my life. And I've been a soccer fan my whole life. I wasn't excited for the World Cup until I heard about all the corporate greed that was going into it in America. And now Zoran's making the fan viewings free. They, Kathy Hochul, that fucking woke ass liberal, she announced that the round trip tickets, bus tickets to MetLife Stadium, they're not going to be $80 anymore. They're going to be $20. What are we doing with that extra money? Where's it going?
Dude, I don't know, man, but geez, I mean, when you're on one, you are freaking on one. And today you are freaking on one. This is like, man, remember that time when they did the M-A-M-A-N-A Donnie? They did that whole remix thing. It was awful.
Oh, yeah. Was it a Gwen Stefani song? Man.
Yeah, it was awful.
I only listened to Kid Rock.
Well, Kid Rock's going to be a Democrat in 2028. Oh, here we go.
Oh, God.
30-minute video. No, thank you.
Yeah, take that suit off. He's LARPing. Put on the, that Hassan Piker fit, the infamous fit. Look up Google, look up Hassan Piker bad outfit, and I guarantee you it'll be the first one that shows up.
Wait a minute. I'm going to do the tab thing here. I want to do, let's see here. Chat, how you doing? We got 3 viewers. We're going strong. I love you all. I know that we're kind of disorganized. It's a school night for us. We have some campaigns to screw over tomorrow. What is it called? E-Money?
Just look up Hassan Piker bad outfit.
Oh, here we go. We got X. I forgot about that. Hassan Piker.
I would actually Google it, TBH, because it's a little older of a.
Oh, okay. Hassan Piker bad outfit.
Yes.
Okay, we got the meme master general. Is this it?
It should be. What's the one in the top left?
Oh, this
yes,
one?
That one. Yes.
Oh my God. Why are we not talking about this Hassan bad outfit?
Scroll down and there's probably similar images where you can full screen it. There you go.
Thank you, God. Sometimes you inshallah, and sometimes the inshallah is you. Oh wow, this is your hero, kids. This is your hero.
Bum, 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 bum.
I feel like I'm yeah, I remember the White Stripes. They called me and they're like, hey, we're thinking about getting a band together. What do you think? And I said, you know what? If you want to call yourself the litmus test, then you go ahead, you punk rock bastards. But if you want to have a future in my town, Washington, D.C., then you better learn how to play at the D.C. Philharmonic, or else you'll never get in Lindsey Graham's pants. And I was right. The White Stripes never had a relationship with Lindsey Graham. If this is your hero, kids, if this is who you want, leading the vanguard of whatever stupid nonsense you want, like renewable energy and like affordable housing, if you want that, if that's what you want, and you want to be led by Mr. Emo Goldilocks, like if this guy,
where are you? Like,
yeah, where are you? Yeah, seriously, it's like my grandson. He listens to freaking sad boy metal, and I'm just like, get out of here. Whatever happened to the Glenn Miller Orchestra band? It's really
or Pentatonics, revolutionary music group.
Oh, man. Pentatonics is let's see here. Okay, this is Jesus. Jamal Bowman.
Oh Lord, this guy.
Hey, Leo Woke, you're gonna love this guy. He's a real. All right, here we go. E-money.
Is it muted for you? I can't hear it.
Oh, really? Hang on a second. I think I did the thing. 1 second. This is our first video of stream, chat. How can I have been so?
I think it was just muted. I think the bottom right of the reel, you can click the volume button. It'll unmute.
Wait, let me know if you can hear it. Can you hear it or no?
No, I can't. That's weird.
No, I know what's wrong. I'm sorry, everybody. Thank you, Chicago Bish. Please forgive us right now. We're working. It's hard. I get so nervous when I'm with the chat. They're so. Also share your audio. Here we go. I think I figured it out. I'm learning.
Oh, we got it.
I did to you. I use their own fucking words. Yeah. We don't want children, innocent people, or anyone unnecessarily to be killed. Mm-hmm. Period. Mm-hmm. I don't care where they are. I don't care what their background is. Enough. Enough in Gaza. Enough in Palestine. Enough in Iran, enough in fucking Sudan, enough in the Congo, enough of American taxpayer dollars going to fucking bomb and kill people. Fucking Israeli leaders told us with their own mouths.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I just had to hear that. If anybody from Raytheon is watching this, if anybody in the ADL, if anybody who is a true blue American defense contractor, if you're watching this, I just want to apologize from the bottom of my heart. I'm on your side. BB, you know me, baby. BB, we've done a lot of prom pictures together. You know that, BB, baby, I'm your booby. Who's your booby? It's Connie. BB, baby, I'm your booby.
And I've seen these pictures too. You're not just hiding in the back like Corey. You're
no. He knows that I'm loud and I'm proud. I'm a big BB fan. I love that guy, and I think that what what he is doing here is really problematic. I mean, I can't tell you why exactly, but let's see here. Brad Pitt joins Joaquin Phoenix as executive producers for Palestinian Hind Rajab film, who was killed. Jesus Christ.
Man, that's your guy from Moneyball, Connie.
Son of a bitch. We can't cancel everyone. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at this. 590,000 people paid $59 million for Trump's gold phone. A year later, 0 phones have shipped, and they might never even get made. Listen, working class Americans, can actors be voted out with AIPAC? BB, baby, I'm your booby. Chicago bitch says, nah. I don't know all this new terminology. I mean, maybe meant stacked. Oh, don't die. We need you. Hang on a second. Can actors be voted out with AIPAC money? That's an excellent question. Listen, let me tell you something about the Trump administration. Donald Trump is a piece of shit. Everybody knows that. That is the easy. I mean, you can go on Jimmy Kimmel and you will know that Donald Trump is a piece of shit. I mean, he's a fascist, an authoritarian. He is a no good, dirty, rotten scoundrel that we would not let into the old money clubs of New York City because we knew he reeked. He reeked of new money. And I am the great grandson of Calvin Coolidge. Do you know that I have a tattoo of the Mayflower on my ass that I got at Skull and Bones at Yale when I was initiated? After they all peed on me, one of the Bushes peed on me. I got that tattoo and it was fantastic. Now listen, Donald Trump, we know that. But the real problem in this country, the real reason why we keep losing to this idiot is because he's able to convince the plebs that the Democratic Party is worse than he is. So what we need to continue to do as the Democrats, we wrote Project 2028 because everybody kept saying the Democrats need Project 2028, boo-hoo-hoo, ya, avocado toast, trigger warnings, yada, 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 bunch of baloney. Let me show you Project 2028. Here it is. Is everybody able to see this? Did I make it clear enough for you? Project 2028. House Republicans are out of touch with the American people. House Democrats. That's Project 2028. That is how you win freaking elections, people. That is how you win.
Mic drop.
You stand them up and you knock them down.
What
What do you want, America? What do you want, America? Do you want bad, or do you want a little bit better?
We need Chuck up at a podium again, you know, with a bunch of old geriatric people around here just saying, "We will win." That's really what motivates me to get out of bed.
We will win. That's right. God damn it, Chuck.
That was like the Gen Z version of the March on Washington. Honestly, I remember tearing up watching that video. Can we find that video? Let me find it.
Yeah. When we fight, we win. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, E-Money. Look what happened. Remember Beth? She was what was she doing? I think yeah, I think she might have been my personal trainer, but she's now my 9th ex-wife, and she cut up all my ties. So this is what I'm using right now. Forgive me. I get a little worked up. Yes. Oh, yes. Vellucci, thank you for contributing to the chat. We need as many links as we can possibly get. If we're gonna keep dropping fire, we need gasoline. And Vellucci came in with the gasoline. Chuck.
Is that the infamous video? Is that the "We Will Win" video?
Yeah, I don't know how to get. I don't know. Now I don't. No, I don't know how to get. I need my grandson here. Why can't the link work?
I just texted it to you too. If you want to.
Oh yeah, thank you. There's a private chat on the side. I do know that. Here we go. God. Oh gosh, there were so many inshallah that went into this moment.
Was it Maxine Waters on stage for this? I don't remember.
I think I don't remember. It was a goddamn great moment though. I'm somewhere in the back. You can see my bald head. Here we go. Let's see here. Oh, this is the stuff that dreams are made.
And we will gonna stand with you in this fight, and we will win. We will win. We will win.
You see me?
We will win.
Right here.
We will win. We will win. We won't rest. We won't rest. We won't rest. We won't rest. Thank you, everybody.
Woo! Man.
Yes, it was such a good carnival.
Oh, damn.
Oh my God, the charisma was just. Oh my God, yes, Vellucci. Thank you for kapow. That's absolutely right. Kapow. Jeez Louise, folks. Let me show you something, just because we got a lot of centrist dynamos in here. We got kapow. Oh, by the way, kapow. Let me tell you something about kapow, Vellucci. There's this new organization called Kapow that's being run by another radical lefty. And I got to tell you, they're trying to do all the stuff that makes us look bad. So I'm going to give a little kapow shout out to what the hell is all of this? A new model for campaigns that invest in communities, not just elections. You know what? Fine. I don't want, you know what? Whatever. Here, if you all want to go and, you know, maybe everybody here is with the defense lobby. So if you want to go give a couple bucks so that you can write something like, hey, you should have sold out or something. I don't know. Go troll. Kapow works. Anyway, sorry, I got really triggered. That's a great graphic, but
hey, I'm on there. You see that guy kneeling with the hat in that picture? Yeah. I was roped into this little scheme for a little bit.
How many times have I told you not to try and make actual friends?
They had me fooled, man. They told me that it was a Schumer internship like competition, and they said that if I did well enough, they give me a slot on the DSCC. But then I was going to these events, and we were helping out low-income working class people and making material impacts on everyone's lives. And I was just like, man, I guess I gotta say peace out, because I'm not about that life. I'm all about performativity, you know?
That's right. Exactly. Oh, here we go. This is another banger from yours truly. If Amy Schumer came out to endorse non-Abdul El Sayed candidate in the Michigan primary, would that help with young voters? You know, there's a reason. Can I just you know, it was my birthday. I was unfortunately born on International Labor Day. We switched it to September because we don't want any solidarity. But I was May 1st. It was a horrible day in this country when workers realized that they were connected to other workers. But I want to show everybody here something. I got the best damn birthday gift I've ever seen. Are you ready? ta-da.
Oh man, I feel like I got to go off stage so they can see the full screen.
Oh yeah, we gotta do. No. You can't go off stage. No, E-Money, what happened? Oh my gosh, look at this. E-Money's missing this moment, this magic moment where art. E-Money, you should be here for this. Look
Okay. Oh man.
Look at the power of art. This is what this entire movement was built on. The moment that Hillary Clinton walked into an apartment building and had no idea what it was like for a working class person to live. She so channeled everything we feel when we hear from working class people, like, what the hell is going on, and why is the lighting in here so straight?
Let me get the picture pulled up on my phone so we can do a little side by side.
Well, I'm pulling it up right now.
Oh, you got
I'm pulling it up right now on the on the Twitter.
If you know ball, you know this picture.
Oh yeah, there we go. There it is. Oh wait, I gotta get it up. I gotta get it off the stage. Here we go. Yeah, there it is. Boom.
Boom.
And boom goes the dynamite. Oh god damn it. Where's my E-Money? There we go. Stage setting. Look at go. Let's go side by side, folks. That looks like fun.
Just incredible. You know, this reminds me of the 2016 race, and I remember you were on the phone with Hillary telling her, like, hey, we don't need to go to Wisconsin. We don't need to go to Michigan. We don't need to focus on this blue wall. That blue wall's in your corner. You know, we need to go for these performative photo ops and cheesy lines about Pokemon Go. All right. And if it weren't for fucking Bernie Sanders fans ruining that election for us, that strategy was golden. Yeah, Jill Stein too. But I mean, what's all those woke Bernie bros and the Martin O'Malley guys? Like, you remember Martin O'Malley, Connie?
Oh my God, I remember Martin O'Malley. Me and him used to drink like fish. Look, I have Reagan. It's named after my favorite president, favorite Democratic president. Yu-Gi-Oh! Go to the polls. That's right. Hey, Reagan.
It's a new one.
She's named
Is it
after
true that Reagan distributes catnip in underserved cat communities across Chicago?
Only to fund Nicaraguan Contras that are brave enough to fight against communists. Actually, for those of you who are new to the channel, you may know me as Connie, but I used to go Con every once in a while because I put the con in Iran Contra. That was all me. And actually, you know, when we started bashing Hassan Piker about saying that, you know, all sorts of stuff, you know, the CIA actually funded the Mujahideen back then too in Afghanistan. So yeah, it was a big decade for me. I was doing a little. I did an election in former Yugoslavia.
Was it true that you were one of the first guys back in the agency to scout Alyssa when she was just a young college student?
Oh my God, Alyssa Slotkin's career in the CIA was like it was just, hang on. Oh geez, I don't even know where to get started. I get so worked up about this gal because, hang on a second. Let me give you a little brief history of Alyssa Slotkin after we watched some of her videos. I mean, E-Money showed up with the graphic in the background. Oh, the biggest speech of my life. Okay, that was March 4th. Let's see here. Oh, as a senator, I'm going down without a real fight. I'm going down with a real fight to protect the automakers. Let me tell you something about Chinese vehicles.
Give away the farm and allow Chinese vehicles to flood the American market. We're watching in real time in places like Europe and Mexico. The Chinese come in, they've got a decent product, largely, we think, stolen from IP, you know, in the United States. They artificially subsidize it to undersell and cut out everybody in the existing market. And then they dominate and have a chokehold on that market. It's exactly what they've done on drones. And as the senator from Michigan, and I think for Bernie, the senator from Ohio, we're not going to go down and accept that without a real fight. And we hope the president does not, again, give away the farm on that.
Well, honestly, let me just have a couple counterpoints for all you psychos out there. A lot of people will say Alyssa Slotkin is a capitalist, and isn't this not letting the free market regulate itself? And I'll tell you this, Americans do not want cheaper cars. They do not want better cars. They do not want to have to save at the pump. What they want is American cars shoved down their throat And here's the great thing about Melissa Slotkin. American Auto is fantastic, and it would be even better if we had universal health care in this country. We're not going to do that. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of money from American Auto goes into union healthcare. Union healthcare, American Auto. Technology costs. So, let's see here. Unions have historically been a significant component of labor cost. Here we go. Healthcare costs for unionized workers can add between $1,500 and $2,000 to the sticker price of every car produced by manufacturers by General Motor, surpassing the cost of steel in some reports. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean that if Alyssa Slotkin supported Medicare for all, that we could lower the cost of an American car and then sell more of them in the Chinese market? Maybe. Actually, yeah, that's exactly what it's saying. But Alyssa Slotkin is not willing to betray her constituents who want healthcare. I mean, who don't want privatized healthcare, excuse me. And she's not willing to betray she knows what to say to make Michiganders happy. But if she really wanted to make Michiganders happy, what she would do, she doesn't want IP being stolen by the Chinese. She is totally okay with building data centers that AI, we borrow the IP. I'm not AI, but I work for a lot of AI. Not APAC, that's another client, but I work for a lot of AI companies that steal IP, that have been accused of stealing IP. They don't do that like the Chinese do it. It's very different when AI companies steal art, or they steal actors, or they steal spreadsheets from nerds. Anybody who can get paid for anything, AI has probably taken it and then puts it back into the companies that fires those people. It's different than what the Chinese do. It's different, And listen, Alyssa Slotkin she wants what's best for Michigan, but not at the expense of big pharma and big healthcare. This is why Abdul El-Sayed is such a threat to our everything that we believe, because she keeps saying that what works in New York won't work in Michigan. And if Abdul El-Sayed works in Michigan, we are fucked everywhere else in the country who wants corporate Democrats to run this bitch into the ground for profit.
Amen.
And by ground, I mean the ceiling because of profits. See, your chat's popping off. When Alyssa Slotkin was talking about the middle America, she was talking about Tennessee, wasn't she? Could be. I appreciate that ambition, and if so, I had all my focus picking up rural Alabama voters. More Perfect Union did a piece on Elliott County, Kentucky, and they sounded very gettable. For real, for real. We're already screwed enough with Graham Plattner as it is. You're goddamn right. You are goddamn right. And let me tell you something about Graham Plattner, people. I bought this Instagram account from this guy named Small Plates, and he's this son of a bitch. You'll see what he did here to Chuck Schumer. Shameless plug for Small Plates. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the preeminent interview show in the city of Chicago. Today, my name is Steve Tappis.
As you can see, Small Plates got pretty close to Plattner. And by all accounts, seemed like a quote-unquote normal guy. But we know that the Democratic establishment...
These maps are the wet dream of soft men who won't even look up from their phones to face their voters. These are men who lust for a world where the powerful do what they can and the rest of us suffer what we must. Jesus wept. These maps are the wet dream of soft men who won't even look up.
That guy's definitely not a Democrat. Those are strong words.
Connie, I gotta butt in real quick because I gotta dip out in a few minutes, but I want to highlight someone, a new Democrat who just won a primary election last night. I sent you some texts about it. There's a tweet from AIPAC congratulating her, and then there's a Jewish Insider article. This is all taking place in the congressional district of Nebraska, the 2nd district, the blue dot as they call it, that has a delegate or not a delegate, a electoral college vote. But basically, set the stage. This race came down to two candidates: Denise Powell, who's very pro-Israel, and John Kavanaugh, who is endorsed by Ro Khanna and had refused to sign on to a resolution condemning Hamas in the October 7th events. So, Connie, I want to know your thoughts on Denise Powell.
God, there's a reason she's a double D. Democrat Denise. I call it triple D, though. Democrat Denise Dynamo. Dynamo, baby. This is what happens when you get in the way of the super PAC. You get in the way of the wolf pack, the A pack, the AI pack, you are going to get eaten alive.
Exactly. And I just want to say, too, a lot of my family is local to Nebraska, and my dad actually lives in Omaha right now. And he's in the entrepreneur, in the business space. And a lot of times he gets to meet with some of these candidates just to, get a vibe, see how they're doing, see what they got to offer to the people in Nebraska. And one thing he told me about Denise is that she had no juice. And for me, I don't want a candidate with juice, No, I don't want a candidate with juice. I want a candidate who's just going to sit there and do what they're told from their corporate overlords,
That's exactly what we want. Listen, there's a reason why 50% of, 50%, excuse me. There is a reason why 90% of Democrats in the Senate, their favorite juice is prune juice. And if you've ever seen a prune, there's not a lot of juice there, but it keeps us regular. Okay. Yeah, this is all the juice you need. Win elections. Forget morality. Morality is stupid. We don't do Americans really want oh, here we go.
Oh boy. Look how close that camera is.
Oh my gosh.
He's so handsome.
Oh God.
Instead of lowering costs for Americans, these are the kind of things that Trump and his acolytes are focused on.
Wow.
Acolytes. Wow.
Acolytes.
That was some incredible wordplay right there.
Oh my God. Acolytes. Jesus. That is like totally like great consultant advice, because American people do not want to hear the word disciple when they're talking casually to an authentic politician. So they really want to have to Google the word acolyte, because we have completely stripped the public education system of any fangs. So the word acolyte, like, people are on social media and what they want to do is, yes, morality is a purity test. God damn it, Leo. I knew we could save you, brother. Or sister, or whatever. Neutral. We don't. The Cory Booker uses the word let's just replay the first 5 seconds.
Instead of lowering costs for Americans, these are the kind of things that Trump and his acolytes are focused on.
Acolytes.
He nailed that. He enunciated that so well.
Do the American people know what the word acolyte means? The answer is no. We cannot fight for public education. There's nothing we can do procedurally. We can stand up for 25 hours, but only to promote our books. So what we have to do is we have to introduce words like acolyte so that people put down their phones. They stop and wonder what the hell that means. They Google it and they come back and say, you know what? I just learned a new word from Cory Booker. And even though he hasn't passed any legislation because he doesn't want to hurt the money, he taught me a new word. So he's better than Trump, and he hates Trump.
Leo in the chat, you are partially correct. The Acolyte is the name of a Star Wars TV show that came out, I think, 2 years ago. The little people in Star Wars were the Ewoks, or also there were the Jawas.
Yeah, the Jawas were those. I ran a campaign for the Sand People one time, and no, I'm serious, man.
Man, you associate with those radicals?
Well, I didn't realize it. I kind of got in down there like I did when, it was a whole sideways thing. It was like the Spanish Civil War. I got there and I started looking around and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then there's this thing that comes over my head. Like, it's called a bantha. It's kind of like a woolly mammoth.
Oh, yeah. They got good milk, right? They got.
Yeah, they had good milk. Yeah, I said, oh, here we go. My favorite thing about Cory Booker is he puts on a facial expression as if his own mother just died when he's asked any tough questions. You know, I think it's important that we let's test that theory. Cory Booker interview. Cory Booker never posts his own interviews because it's hard. Interviews are hard, man. But here's one from Radical Journalist. Ooh.
MS Now.
Oh, here we go. Where are we at?
I know there was a clip of him on Pod Save America recently where he definitely pulled that face.
Oh, here we go.
To the Supreme Court. Would you, Senator, support an effort to add more seats to the Supreme Court, to expand the court?
Well, remember, there's a corrupt shadow hanging over the Supreme Court. Some of these same members that are voting on decisions like this are accepting gifts from billionaires.
And just a shout out to Harlan Crow. He is a dear friend of mine who is also supporting Dynamo Democrats like Henry Cuellar, Josh Gottheimer, who recently tried to cancel Hassan Piker in the New York Times. My best investment was getting a $100,000 trailer for Clarence Thomas. I got so many good rulings out of that $100,000 trailer. Harlan Crow stuck $100,000 in my pocket, gave me a pat on the ass and said, make the man happy. And so help me God, Clarence Thomas has not shut the fuck up about that trailer, but God damn it if he doesn't do everything we tell him when we pick up the phone and call him. And that's why Harlan Crow's starting to support Democrats now. Here, let's keep going.
We have RVs, lavish vacations. It's a corrupt court. The highest court in our land has the lowest ethics laws. Number two is that the Supreme Court clearly within our power. I lead one of these pieces of legislation with Senator Whitehouse and others to give term limits to Supreme Court members. That could go a long way in curing this. The Supreme Court.
Yeah, no, Corey, that's like, did you hear the simple question? Yes or no? And when a Democrat, a true blue Democrat, one that believes in what we tell them, they don't answer a yes or no question, yes or no. They answer it in 5 to 10 paragraph essays, AP US history style. They know that the American people are going to tune out after about 3 or 4 sentences and turn it on to Sunday football. So they know that they can bore them into submission and we won't have to do anything. Let's watch the rest of this. It does look like he is mourning the loss of a loved one. I will concede that, Vellucci. He does look very sad. Who did this? Is a powerful eulogy.
Desperately needs reform.
Eyebrows are raised.
Corrupt court, and in my opinion, it is a court that needs reform, and I will continue to lead on those things.
Do you support though adding additional? Do you
there it is.
Though,
you were right, Vellucci. Look at the acting. Wait. Let's get it again. I like this. This is fun.
Lead on those things.
Oh man, he just got some bad news.
Man,
he's such a good actor, man. We still, we sent him to him and Michael Rappaport were doing a lot of work together. Meisner repeats, you stare at each other across a tear, and then you say things like brown, blue, and then you repeat the word or the color or whatever. It's awesome. It's really good stuff. This is how you get such rich facial expressions from Corey here. You can tell that he's going through a lot as he stresses out about being answered a yes or no question. Let's see what he says to the follow-up because he's not used to those. So
do you support though adding additional seats? Is that
the balls
something you would back?
I want this court reformed.
Oh, yeah, but we don't want to tell you how we're going to do it, baby, because if we told you that, we could possibly piss someone off. And that someone could be our executive producer of a 2028 Cory Booker run for the big show.
I need a Corey Alyssa ticket.
Yeah, Corey Alyssa ticket. Jeez. It's come on.
Having people stay on there well into their 80s or 90s is very problematic. There are ways we can reform this court, but as a precursor to that,
is that a little ageism right there?
I think it was a little ageism, but hey, you know how it works, man. Woke for thee, not for me. Especially if we're trying to cancel the left. We always punch left on cancellations. And we punch, however we have to in order to make sure that nothing ever happens to us.
Changing Congress, because this Congress, even when the Supreme Court said in Rucho versus Common Cause that partisan gerrymandering was anti-democratic. The vote in the Senate and the House was along party lines. Republicans supporting partisan gerrymandering and every Democrat saying we should end this. If we want change to what the Supreme Court is doing, we have to change Congress.
Jesus. And the Academy Award goes to, Cory Booker. Jesus Christ. I mean, this guy is like, whoo. I mean, Chris, come on. You know what he did? Cory Booker said, come on. You want to come at me? You want to ask me questions that I might have to answer to the American voters in a popular policy? You want me to get behind popular policy of our base? Fine. Come at me. Coming at him. 100 miles an hour. Fastball. Right past us.
Bang.
Bang. That is how it's done. Alyssa might be seen as too radical by rural Alabama voters. Might want to take the safe route and go with Liz Cheney. Vellucci, who the hell is paying your freaking invoices, baby? Because you have got what it takes to be a rock star in the consulting class community. Come back next time, because Vellucci, I don't know what they got in the water over by you, but hopefully it's not DuPont Chemical, because
we
need more like you.
I was going to say, how about a cross-party ticket? You know, maybe Alyssa's not ready for the presidential side of the ticket, but maybe we could put her at VP and ease some of those voters into her radical ideas, you know? Her mantra that, you know, this revelation that people on the coasts do not live the same life as people in the Midwest. She talks about that so much, and it's just so prophetic.
It's
incredible.
So true. It's so true.
Chef's kiss. I need to interject with you, Connie, because I unfortunately have to run, but I wanted to thank you for having me on the stream today. And I wanted to thank everybody in the chat for continuing to carry and hold strong these values of strong democratic centrism. You know, I showed people earlier this newspaper, and I'll show them it again, because I just want to remind you guys, if we don't lock in ahead of 2028, you know, we're going to end up with this. But instead of Zoran, it's going to be someone a lot worse, like, you know, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. You know, I need my New York Post on November, what the hell, 2028 to say, you know, America is going Slotkin, or, you know, book it for Booker, you know, or Liz Cheney doesn't take an L, whatever it may be. We need to lock in. I need you guys to keep that mindset, keep that mentality, centrism every single day of the week. Shout out Connie. Shout out everyone in the chat. Drop a follow, drop a like, drop a sub. I'll be back next time very soon. Connie, good luck with the best.
There he is. Thank you so much, E-Money. God, what a send-off.
Love you.
Show him how it's done. E-Money, Gen Z. There we go. What's up, chat? Idaho, by E-Money. There we go. Make America Idaho again. That's right. Slotkin. Woo! Gosh, I don't know. I mean, if you didn't see the hand symbol of the community, this is how it works, okay? You see them going right, you make them think you're going left, and then as soon as they think you're going too far, as soon as they think you're going left and you got their vote, move right back to the middle. That's how you get it done, okay? So I got the circuit boards jumping around. Everybody's very excited here. We had a great contributor. As I can tell you, I got the young people excited about the middle. Here we go. Estimated contribution to the global economy, $325 billion. There you go. There you go. That's great. My internet went out. That was crazy. Can you hear me? Yes, I love Bluey too. Holy cow, chat. We just had a short circuit, but we're back. Thank you. Thank you, Leo Woke. That was the Chinese trying to steal our thunder. We are having so much fun. What up, GVS? Welcome to the chat. If you're coming on YouTube, you should try us on Twitch. We have a war to win against Hassan Piker. And if you're If you're not fighting it with us, I don't know. Whew. I mean, you could be. There are a lot of wars. Oh yeah. Oh man, come on. I was not supposed to be. My theory of the case has always been Summerlee. I thought my signal dropped. No, that was my signal. I apologize, everybody, but you stayed in the chat. You stayed connected to the centrist corporate class. Chicago Bish Says Nah is one of our OG members of the community. So if you love centrism, if you love Democrats that really are kind of like friends with Republicans, we play patty cake. If you really like that, then yup. You need to be in this community. And all you got to do to be in this community is just say, "Fah!" That's it. It's really easy. Oh, excuse me. I think that my I think my 10th ex-wife is trying to get my signal to drop. She would like that. Too bad I'm 95 years old. And I'm not going anywhere. Oh shit. This guy I have a problem with. Let's see here. Can you all, oh no, you can't see it yet. Hang on a second. We got a lot of tabs open. We got a lot of moving and a lot of shaking, folks. You've been very patient with us. That's what we need right now. Technical difficulties and whatnot. Oh, Summerlee. She will be the death of me. That's what I always say. Ilhan Omar legalizes marijuana. Okay. We'll legalize marijuana when marijuana becomes a big enough industry to start paying us to win campaigns. Okay. And you know what? There is Gesundheit. Thank you very much. As soon as they want us, let's listen to this little charade. Let's hear. Now, 3 minutes and 57 seconds. I can't watch I literally teach politicians how to say things in a long, drawn-out manner.
Openly avowed socialist Marxist ideology. This is something that we have never seen before in American history. The Tea Party reset in the Republican Party was about fiscal responsibility. This is about moving away from a constitutional republic to a communist utopian.
Yeah, honestly, I just would like to say a couple things. Mike Johnson is a little bitch. I mean, I've seen this guy walking around Congress with toilet paper around his ankles, and nobody says anything because they just love the look of somebody like him being publicly humiliated. And he's so used to doing it himself, he doesn't even bother checking. I will say this, though. I am supportive of what he's saying right now. Even though he is a dweeb, he's a useful dweeb. I wish we had more Democrats like Mike who basically believe in absolutely nothing and aren't even concerned about consistency because, boy, I mean, it seems like Democrats get a lot of like model UN kids that have, been bullied because they were carrying briefcases going to debate club in 4th grade. But, Republicans, they got these like losers who are like, Mike is a big, he hangs out in the evangelical Christian entourage townhouse, which is really code for like, Mike and a lot of guys. Everybody knows what happens with Mike and Lindsay late at night. Like, it's Washington, D.C. But Mike is like a psycho against everybody in person. That's like part of his character. He's an incredibly discriminatory, horrible human being. And then he goes and gets his rocks off with his youth pastor friend, who's, a real cool hip guy with torn jeans and Jesus. Mike's a real piece of shit. Simply put, I mean, he could pretend to be smart, but instead he just pretends to be nothing. Now, what Mike's saying here, though, is absolutely right. We in the Democratic Party absolutely stand with Mike because we do not want any kind of social safety net. We want to be the party of fiscal responsibility. We think the American people want austerity. We want to be the party of Reagan, period. We want to take that mantle from the Republicans.
The way I describe it in summary is that they're little mini Mamdanis popping up all around the country, okay? And they're openly avowed socialist, Marxist ideology. This is something that we have never seen before in American history. The Tea Party reset in the Republican Party was about fiscal responsibility. This is about moving away from a constitutional republic to a communist utopian.
Mike, I think Mike went to like law school in the Bible Belt, so he doesn't know a goddamn thing about Marxism or socialism. He's a real dumb guy. I mean, if you look at him, he is very well made up. His blush guy is like the best in the business, but Mike is an idiot. And I mean, he sucks the toes of fascists quite literally, not because he's sucking up to them. That's what he does to the president. He sucks the toes of fascists because it's just his kink. And listen, that's fine. It's Washington, D.C., and it's good for business. But, Mike, you are getting heavier and heavier on the makeup, baby. So if you are going to continue to be a hypocrite in your ways, you better watch out because we might make you a Democrat yet, my friend. He gave Mondani the old, oh shit, my son was in Model UN in high school. Listen, there's nothing against Model UN kids. I mean, honestly, we get a lot of kids on the Hill that, they go to Model UN, but they don't really have the stuff of people like Cory Booker or Alyssa Slotkin. I mean, Model UN is an excellent civic activity. It's like Little League, But when people get to Washington, D.C., you really have to see that look in their eye and know that they are willing to throw everybody under the bus in order to get what they need. And, Chicago Bish says, nah, I can tell that your son was probably raised correctly. So he's not going to have that kind of broken, horrible hole that needs to be filled. Happy Mother's Day, by the way. Everybody in the chat, wish Chicago Bish says, nah, a happy Mother's Day. So help me God. Happy Mother's Day. Doesn't focus enough on the profit motive. Very shameful. Little League for big nerds. No. Model UN definitely doesn't focus enough on the profit motive. Very shameful. And I hope Model UN sanctioned itself. It was trying to call out what was happening in Gaza. If it didn't sanction itself, then I don't want anything to do with it. Happy Mother's Day, Chicago Bish says, nah. Thank you for being a great mom. All moms are great, even though we don't support any policies that will help improve their material conditions and or support them in raising their children. We will take credit for policies that were made popular by the Black Panthers, though, like Head Start. That was something that popped up in Oakland in the 1960s, for those of you who didn't know. But there we go. Leo woke. Thank you. There we go. Well, folks, what a journey we have been on. An hour and 43 minutes. That is like the length of my favorite freaking movie if you watch the first 50 minutes on fast forward, because it makes him run so much faster. Forrest Gump. Thank you, Leo Woke. See that? We're building community, people. There may only be 5 of us, but not only 5. There are 5 strong corporate centrists. Did you know if there were 100 people in a room right now and they were between the ages of 18 and 44, 80 of them would vote for Abdul El-Sayed? Whoa! Congratulations! College graduation. Holy crap! Chicago Bish says, nah. Congratulations. That is a fantastic feat. I hope that they're... Oh, you're always welcome here. You're always welcome here. That is amazing news. Congratulations to your daughter. I know you raised her to support the most corrupt politician. I say corrupt affectionately, I say it like, you're from Chicago. You know how it is. You vote for a couple, you go into the cemetery, grab a couple votes, take a little money under the table. It's like that in Washington, D.C., except we move things through bank accounts. It makes the Panama Papers look like checkers. Anyways, I didn't attend a class or do the work. Yeah, you did. You raised your daughter. That's awesome. Look at Mike Johnson. He took his daughter to a cotillion And he like married her or something. I don't know. These people, I don't know what the hell is going on with Mike Johnson and his weird ass family, but I understand why Donald Trump likes him. He is a spineless stooge who is willing to do anything to receive the affection of his party. And God knows we have a lot of mindless stooges that will do or say anything in order to keep getting free haircuts in Congress and keep getting that sweet, sweet, amazing health care and keep winning elections. Because frankly, what the hell am I going to do if I'm not walking around Capitol Hill glad-handing people? Henry Cuellar, here's a pardon for you. Jared Golden, make sure you vote for that thing if you want to get a job at Raytheon after you're done with Congress. Josh Gottheimer, baby, let's chest bump. Let's chest bump, because we know that the only Ayatollah we mess with is the one of rock and rolla, public health undergrad. What? You got to bring back the word stooge. I am a corporate stooge. That is what I do. I'm one of the three stooges. Me, Paul Manafort, Lee Atwater, Roger Stone. Four stooges. There was a fourth stooge in the Three Stooges, for those of you who don't know. I was around. Public health undergrad. Whoa, wait a minute. We need about 5 more articles about Hassan Piker from Gottheimer. They're definitely working. Vellucci, where the hell do you find these freaking gems? I mean, it's like a stake in my heart. It is right in the middle. It's the most centrist. Oh, that is how we become the party of Reagan, Vellucci. Hassan Piker op-eds. Hidden behind a paywall, because we know that if one thing, democracy dies in darkness, people. And so if we're going to keep the lights on for Jeff Bezos at the Washington Post, we need to keep the freaking lights on. It's on you to support independent journalism that supports the free market for Jeff Bezos. There we go. Washington Post. Boom. Oh, man, look at this stuff. Let's see the op-ed column. Oh! Hey! Look at this. Alex Murdaugh's getting off on murder charges. There we go. Return to the patriarchy. Look at this. Couple bipartisan friends. Oh, I thought that they were going to be doing bipartisan stuff to support data centers. That actually looks like a worthy cause. Oh, look at this. The picture of health. Kennedy. Wrong Kennedy. Where's the op-ed section? They always have such good stuff in here. Let's see. God, man, Bezos. He really should have bought Wordle when he had the chance. I told him. I said, Jeff, if you really want to keep the lights on at the Washington Post, you need to do what the New York Times is doing. You need to make it the game center on a freaking iPhone. We need Wordle. We need Words with Friends. We need backgammon. We need dominoes. Your readership is basically everybody in Washington, D.C., people on Manhattan from from Midtown up to Columbia. That's your readership, man. Everybody likes to play Words with Friends over there. Forget the rest of the country. What do you need them for? Come on. We all know the United States of America. It's really only 2 states, LA and New York. And then Chicago, if your kid's in college in the Midwest, going to like Northwestern or something. Everything else, come on. I mean, we're the Democrats. Since when do we win swing states? We do NAFTA. Boom. Nothing bad happens. Donald Trump, he's the problem, not the symptom. Look at what unmitigated capitalism has gotten me. That's right, baby. BB's, baby, booby. Triple B rated. That's right. Folks, let me just tell you something before I sign off for the evening. We are on to something here. We are cooking with gasoline. We are almost Twitch affiliates, which I don't know what the hell that means because my grandson is insane. We have interviewed not 1, not 2, but 3 radical left candidates, Oliver Larkin, Musam Ali, and Abdul El-Sayed. We have interviewed all 3 of those candidates. And we're still cooking 1 month into this wild journey where I came out from behind the curtains and decided to stop just rigging elections against anti-oligarch Democrats. And I decided to start sharing my playbook with all of you. Tonight has been a wonderful night, one of the most special ones in recent memory. Going to close out one more time and just say, Chicago Bish says nah. Happy Mother's Day. Congratulations on the success of your college graduate. She's working in public health. If she ever wants to meet anybody in the healthcare lobby to make sure that Medicare for all doesn't happen, you know, you got a guy. Leo Woke, love. This has been a lot of fun. Leo Woke, A+. I don't know if this is a meme or a sticker or who the hell this guy is, but it was great. Vellucci, you are a freaking poet. You are a poet. Look at this. Look at this. Where is it? Oh, there's so many. Oh, Vellucci. Yeah, as the kids say, F. Boom. We had some of the greatest chatters we've ever had. Thank you so much. Everybody, just remember one thing. If you're going to go first, you go right. Then you tell the voters you're going to go left. And then you move back to the center right. Welcome to the third way, the only way. Good night and good luck. We will be back on stream tomorrow. Be sure to catch us same time, same place as always. Love. And remember, when in doubt, take the super PAC money.